All right, let's have a listen to something else. Let's listen to the new Erra song by Vanish Canvas featuring Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box, I believe. I haven't checked this out. It just came out a few hours ago. Let's have a listen. Tool feel, that happy Tool feel. Nice. Their frontman has such a good mid-range. That spacing was really nice. Yeah. Good spacing. That constant kick is not what I would prefer. It's really nitpicky of me to say it, I know, but I'm just a little bit bored with that kind of drum work. I'd rather it be more feel, have more feel behind it. But this is just so boop 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 bap boop 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 bap. There's the breaks in between. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. Always with the tapping. Polyrhythm a little bit. Cool. There's Courtney. Nice. I love that they didn't come in on the one right there. That was cool. Good energy. Really cool energy behind that one. A little bit bored of the drum work. I know the drummer can drum. That's not my issue. It's just like it's more like the drum part choices that was like really standing out to me, that I was like, eh. But I think just the drum work in general could have been a little bit spicier. I just didn't have that spice. I just wanted it to have that spice, and it just wasn't. It wasn't, tangy. It wasn't giving me that tang that I was looking for. And even the ghost note part, where like he was like da 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 da, like whatever it was, during like the bridge or whatever it was, needed to be a little bit more subtle. You want ghost notes to actually be ghosty. Like you want them to be like, oh, did I hear a little snare hit right there? You're like, that's exactly where you want a ghost note to be. That's typically where you want it to be. Not that you can't do it the way that they did it, because they did, and I'm sure some people think it's cool, but for me, when I hear that, I'd rather it have a little more subtlety to it. Was hitting a little bit hard there, and I just didn't really feel like it was tasteful, and I'm looking for tastefulness. But the whole energy of the song was really, really cool. It was very positive feeling, very euphoria, dreamlike. But Erra does that a lot. Erra has that kind of, they put out like this vibe. They're like, this song's going to have a vibe to it. And that vibe carries the whole thing. And it's cool. I'm not knocking it, It was nice to listen to, very pleasant to listen to. I like the intensity of it when it got intense. I like the kind of laid backness and like the feeliness of it all, and how it just kind of just carried on through. That was cool. I do think that the chorus was fine from a structural perspective. I just think that the drum part, it felt a little bit redundant. Like I just felt like he could have easily like backed off on the kick. It could have easily been like boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, bada boom, 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 ka, boom, 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 boom. Like he could have just like done a lot more tom work. Like he could have just thrown in some stuff there, but it was just very bland when it came to the drum work, and it really stuck out to me. Like the drums were sticking out to me as like, where's the fancy drum work? Like I was hearing nice guitar, like that like that whole thing really carried that whole the guitar work and like the tapping parts and the rhythm of the guitars and stuff. Like when they got chuggy and like more riffy, the drums followed that very well, and I didn't mind it because they all felt very uniform. When it came to the main chorus part, it felt like everything was good except for the drums. Like the drums were just like kind of just boring, and I don't want them to be boring. I know that the drummer's really good. I don't hear it and go, wow, that's a bad drummer. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking, why'd they choose to keep it so basic? So basic. Just, it didn't have taste to it, to me. It didn't have much taste to it. Courtney's part was kind of an afterthought. I like the vibe. I like the energy. Everything was nice. So let's have a listen to the lyrics. I kind of get this vibe of consciousness. It's all about like being conscious and in the moment and letting the things behind you fall away and living in the now. That's kind of like the vibes that I get. Lots of colors painted through these words. It's very thought provoking, but there's no clear message. But I think it's everything's written in abstract. Everything's written in abstract. I mean, listen to some of these lines, like 2 steps behind, observing compulsive thoughts in a conscious stream. So it's like your to me that speaks of self-awareness, like being aware of your own thought patterns, and then let this moment break your heart. Why should that break my heart? And something greater to impart. Anxieties that you try to pacify will keep you going under. So don't hang on to these things. Like, and then he says, follow me to the sound. So it's all about like letting go of these things and conscious soul to be found. Anchors cast in the disarray, drift away, unafraid of what awaits. It's fun phrasing. I'm seeing a lot of artsy phrasing, but I'm not seeing like a clear message behind it. These pictures are painted, and it's more about, I think it's more about painting a picture through the words and through the phrasing, and letting the music carry your consciousness through everything, and let the music kind of speak for itself through the sound, through the words, and that's it. That's what I'm gathering a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you totally know what the song's about. It's well written, you know. It's definitely well written, and I like the I love the construction of the lyricism. You know, the lyricism is really, really good. The delivery is really, really good. The singing is really good. The screaming is really good. Everything's top quality. You know, no. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that whatsoever. I just think there's not a clear message here. I'm not gleaning something from it. And the song's called Vanish Canvas, so it's like emptying your canvas of who you are and just being the human person that you are now. Is that what it's about? Is that what they're trying to say? But motes of dust resembling constellations. That's just like they're painting a picture. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Anyways, those are my thoughts on it. I thought it was cool. I liked it. For the most part, I liked it. The one thing, though, that I will say about the songwriting is that while it was very ethereal and cool and like the vibe was cool, everything meshed really well, there was no hook. It didn't hook. The chorus didn't have a hook. And it doesn't need a pop hook. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that like I can't like imagine, or I can't like replay the chorus in my head right now. Because the only thing I can replay is that that like main theme, that main arpeggiated theme that carries through the song. That's the only thing I can remember. And I can remember a lot of da, like those notes. I hear a lot of those notes, but I don't hear any sort of melody that really strikes, like that hooks me in. That's like, ooh, that's the identity of the song. You know, it's not pulling me in like I wish it would. So, anyways, yeah, that's me being really critical about it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. I like it.